Hey guys, I just want to talk to you today about our next topic. We're dealing with function notation and F and G's and all these different operations with them. So the big thing to cover is you're going to see on the left side here, we have F plus G, and it looks like almost like times X. What this means is we have two different functions, function F, function G. What we're doing is whatever the operation is in there. So F plus G of X means we add the functions f of x and g of x. If we have a minus, that means we're subtracting f of x minus g of x, right? In that order. If we have fg, that means multiplication, f of x times g of x. And then if we have f divided by g of x, that means we're dividing f of x by g of x. So let's start simple. Let's go with that addition. Let's say this is our two equations here. We have f of x equals 2x squared plus 3x minus 1, and g of x is 4x plus 2. Let's say we're adding those functions, f plus g of x. So we're adding f of x, whatever that is, plus g of x, whatever that is. F of x is 2x squared plus 3x minus 1, and we're adding 4x squared. 4x plus 2. And then when we add these, just like before when we added them, we're combining like terms. So 2x squared, nothing to combine. 3x and 4x is 7x. Negative 1 and positive 2 is positive 1. And that's it. Now let's say we were subtracting the same exact concept, but now we're subtracting. Only thing that changes our subtraction symbol. 2x squared minus nothing is still 2x squared. 3x minus 4x is negative 1x. You don't need that negative 1. And then negative 1 minus 2, negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. And that would be the answer to that kind of problem. Not so bad, right? And then let's make it a little smaller for this multiplication, but the same idea. If we're multiplying, everything changes. So I'm going to just turn you over here. So let's say I have f g of x, right? We're multiplying two functions. So I'm going to multiply f of x times g of x. So what are those functions? Let's say f of x equals 2x to the third power, and g of x equals something where we're dealing with these, maybe these fractions. So x to the 1/2 power, right? And now we're multiplying these two values. So 2x cubed times x to the 1/2 power gives me 2. And now what do I do with my exponents here? I'm multiplying, so I add 3 plus 1/2 ends up being 7/2. And then I can simplify that further. We've learned this a bit recently, to x to the 7th power, square root of x to the 7th power. And if we really want to be super fancy, we can pull that out and turn that into x cubed times the square root of x. And then lastly, say we're changing this to division, same concept, but now we're dividing. That means we need to divide. Can't just simply change it like with the last one. I wrote F of G. That's coming, don't worry. Divided by g of x. I do have an eraser here. So f of x divided by g of x. So I'm doing 2x cubed divided by x to the 1/2. And now I want to think about what operation am I doing? I'm subtracting. So I have 2x, 3 minus 1/2. 5/2. And then if I want to change that to radical form, square root of x to the 5th, which then becomes x squared, square root of x. All right, so those are 4 operations and different things that we'll be doing upcoming.